NBA totals for Friday, December 9th. We are back at it today. We got 4 games on the card. Don't forget to check out SBR, all the lines, totals, odds, sign-up bonuses, all the good stuff there at our website. So be sure to check us out. We also have our NCAA totals segment out there as well. We have a winning record in both our totals segments. So we're doing okay so far this year. I think we could be doing better, though, in our NBA segment. So let's see if we can pick up some more units today. We got 4 games on the card. Here we go. Let's just jump right in. We got Miami and Cleveland. Oddsmakers have it at 210. I'm going to go over the total of this matchup here. Miami has been interesting. They've shown a propensity to score a lot more than I thought they would be capable of this season. As far as tempo goes and getting up and downs with teams, I mean, they're not scoring a lot per average, 97.3 points per game. That ranks 28th in the NBA, but they are getting up 85.8 attempts. That ranks right in the middle of the league. So they're not going at a really slow pace, and they're allowing as well almost 85 attempts per game. That still ranks outside of the top 10. So that's pretty good pace. Now, you got a Cleveland team. We know they love to get up and down the floor. They're scoring points at an exponential rate right now over the last several games. Whether, they had that little losing streak there, but they're still scoring a lot of points. Right now, we got them averaging 111 points per game, but they're also giving up a lot at 104.5. So I think Miami's going to be able to score tonight, even though their defense is pretty decent, allowing 99.7 points per game. That ranks 6th in the league. Miami's decently efficient, not great. They're ranking at the bottom part of the league, but I just think they're going to be able to score tonight against a Cleveland team that wants to get teams into their tempo. So look for them to go ahead and score. They do shoot 34% from distance. Cleveland, they're shooting, almost 46% from the field. That ranks 10th in the league. So look for this to get up and down, all night tonight, and for them to get over this 210. Atlanta, Milwaukee, next one up. 208 set by Oddsmakers. I'm going to go over this total. I'm going to go under this total. Sorry about that. I'm going under the 208. Now, they hit this total in their one matchup this year. It was about 207, I believe, and the percentages for that game were they both shot about 44, 43%, nothing special. But right now, both these teams are really playing some good defense. Atlanta has been struggling. They just got off the schneid, with a win against Miami, but they had a really bad losing streak there. They're going to have some trouble against a Milwaukee team that right now ranks 1st in the league in opponent shooting percentage. It's just 42.8%. So they're doing a nice job. The Bucks are defensively. Both teams can score. You got Atlanta averaging 100 points per game. Milwaukee's averaging 103.8 points per game. But neither of them are shooting lights out. Atlanta's shooting 45% of the field. That ranks right in the middle of the league. And Milwaukee's shooting 45.8% for the field. That ranks 8th in the league, which is not bad. But Atlanta's a good defensive team overall. Defensively, they're allowing opponents to shoot 44.6% for the field. That's pretty good. And tempo-wise, I don't see them getting up and down, the court all night. And I like for this to stay under. I think it's going to be a good matchup, a good defensive matchup here. Some points of contention. Milwaukee's been really tough in the paint, but Atlanta's been tough in points in the paint allowed. So, Milwaukee could defend the 3 too. As well, 31.8%. That ranks 1st in the league. So I don't think this is going to get over that 208. They're going to have to shoot at a pretty good rate, and I don't think they're going to get there. So I want to take under the total with Atlanta and Milwaukee. Next one up, this is more of a hunch play than a numbers play. We got Indiana and Dallas. It's at 200. Now, they went way over this total in their only matchup this year. And this total set much, much lower, as it should be, because Dallas is, they're the worst scoring team in the NBA. Nowitzki's still not back, but I'm going to go and take over the total. 200 is pretty low. And Dallas, I think they're going to come out and score because they've just got done playing a few pretty good defensive teams. Indiana's not a very good defensive team. They're okay, but they really allow tempo. I mean, right now, you look at Indiana percentage-wise, opponents are shooting 51.3% on 2-point shots. That ranks 27th in the league. So I look for Dallas to be able to score tonight. Tempo-wise, they're not going at a really slow pace. Indiana's getting about 87 attempts per game. That ranks 11th in the league. They go fast. That's what McMillan's going to do. And Carlisle, I feel so bad for the guy because he's a great coach, but he's got nothing to work with. And the way Barnes, Matthews, and Williams, the way those guys work out now, Nowitzki's out. They're just not. It just doesn't seem the chemistry is really right with that lineup. So, defensively is what I really think. I think they could play a lot better defense. Their numbers are okay, but that's only because they're number 1 in the league in opponent field goal attempts per game at just 78.3. They're trying to go slow. He's trying to, I don't blame him. He's trying to circle the wagons. But I think they go over tonight. I think Indiana's going to come in. I think Dallas is just going to really be happy about going against a team that wants to go up tempo because the last few games they played teams that have really kind of trudge them down a little bit. And I like for them to go ahead and score tonight against the Indiana team that defensively, they're not really that good. I mean, I already mentioned their 2-point percentage. They do defend the three pretty well at 33%. That's not bad, but they're allowing 87.6 attempts per game. Which, ranks in the bottom third of the league. So look for Dallas to go ahead and just get up and down tonight, have some fun, score some points. They're going to have a rough year, the Mavericks. And, it's too bad because Carlisle's a good coach. Next year, they got to make some trades. They're going to have to do some things. All right, let's go to our last game here. We got Phoenix and Los Angeles. 217 set by oddsmakers. I'm going to go over the total. That's a big total, but I like them to get over. Phoenix, we know they can score 105.7 points per game. The Lakers, 104.5. Defensively, though, both these teams are so poor because they just love to get up and down, shoot the three, get out in transition. The Lakers, they allow 110 points. Phoenix allows 113. That ranks 27th and 29th in the league, respectively. They went for over this total already once this year. I don't see that changing tonight. I think this gets over 220. Look for them, as well. You got the Lakers. They played Houston at Houston. They only scored 95 points. They got blown out. And then they scored 101 versus Utah. And then they scored 100 at Memphis. And then 80 at Toronto. They've been really bogged down. They did score 96 at Chicago. So look for them to finally, kind of similar to that Indiana-Dallas game where they're just going to be happy where they see Phoenix. Phoenix is going to be happy to see them to go ahead and just run the floor. So I think that's what's going to happen tonight. Shooting percentages, they're fine. Lakers are shooting 44.7% from the field. They're shooting 34% from distance. Phoenix, not bad. Also 44% from the field, but the attempts are there. I mean, Phoenix getting up 88.5 attempts per game. They're ranked third in the league. Lakers are not far behind. So, yeah, they're going to score a lot tonight. I think the shots are going to drop, and they're going to get up and down the floor. So I'm going over that 217. All right, quick recap. Here we go. We got Miami, Cleveland over the 210. Atlanta, Milwaukee under the 208. Indiana, Dallas over the 200. Sorry, I can barely talk. Phoenix and Los Angeles Lakers over the 217. I'm just getting back from being under the weather a little bit, so excuse me if I kind of trudge through that. Check out SBR. All the odds are there, and I wish you luck on your picks today.
Research before you bet. Be sure to check out SBR Picks for the best game predictions, breakdowns, and much, much more.